So, I guess for those of you who don't know us, I'm Tony, this is
Phil.
and we're going to start a new channel with a new project, which I'll show you. We're going to pick up an old bike for cheap, on a budget, and I think the first one we're going to do a cafe racer, just because it's going to be fairly low cost. I think they look ace, and you can do it with a cheap bike because you can pick up something old and just
the idea of a cafe racer is it's in your own imagination, isn't it? We can do it how we want to do it, not to a specific design or whatever. Whatever we uncover along the way will be what we kind of tailor around it, really.
I think so. So, I mean, this will be a new channel. We don't even have a name for it yet. So, I guess any suggestions for content you want to see? I think everyone's just interested to see the process from start to finish. I like to think of this as we're probably like the dull men's club for motorbikes.
Definitely.
We're both mid-30s with kids, families, and mortgages. So
in a very average garage as well, as you'll probably see throughout. We're not in a studio or anything, amazing. It's a standard size garage with normal family stuff in, mainly motorbike stuff, to be fair.
He's got his darts.
Yeah, darts
we've got,
as well.
I don't know what else we got.
That's it.
Oh yeah, there you go, the darts.
Well, yeah, this is my pride and joy.
Oh, nice. Right, okay, we're going to do some of that at some point, I'm sure. But yeah, stay tuned, and we will show you the bike very soon.
Yeah.
So we're on our way to look at 1991 Yamaha XJ600 for, well, we're hoping £300, but we'll see.
What we got, Phil? We've got an XJ600 cafe racer. Well, that's what it's going to be, isn't it? That's the plan.
So £300 worth of Yamaha sitting in the back of the rusty caddy.
About 200 extra pounds worth of parts.
I think it'll look great when we get it out.
Yeah.
Just gonna cruise back up to Glasgow now. So yeah, what did we get? We got a Yamaha XJ600 1991. It's gonna be solid.
Yeah.
Grand old
70
horsepower from new.
So you can probably knock off about 20 horsepower for that.
Yeah. Strap
That's
down.
alright.
But no, it ran. We stuck a battery on it, jumped it. Surprisingly, it started and actually
First time as well,
run on its own. Yeah. So we were just looking for the engine to take over, to turn over. So yeah, all good. Looks all in good condition, to be honest.
It does. Yeah. I think it's it's good. We've got Haynes manual with it as well. So.
And then we surprised another person that we could fit a bike in the back of a caddy.
Yeah. So that's it.
Home to Glasgow now. Maybe a coffee or something.
Yeah. Yeah, stuck in traffic, in the rain.
We're just talking about the project now. Trying to figure out how much we actually want to put into this bike maximum.
Yeah. I think it's a nice idea, and a lot of sort of vloggers, I guess you could say, they'll go through and make something look amazing, whether it be a car or a bike, but they don't really give an idea actually in real terms what it's going to cost to do.
Yeah.
And it always ends up looking great, but whenever I watch these things, I always think, well, how much does that actually cost, or what's the costs involved in actually doing that? Obviously, you're an engineer by trade, aren't you? So you know what you're doing in terms of the mechanical side of things. Well, in comparison to me, anyway. But we're comfortable doing.
Put £300 into the bike, which was a bargain, by the way. So thanks to I've forgotten his name already.
Tony, wasn't it? Was his name Tony?
Was his name Tony as well? Yeah.
No, I thought his name was.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks to other Tony, not me, for selling us it for £300.
Yeah.
And I think we've decided, like, as a first project, we kind of want to cap it at maybe £1,000.
Yeah.
So so we got £700 of budget left to play with. So what we're thinking so far: new saddle, Cafe Racer shortened saddle, an LED headlight to make it look a bit more modern. And we'll get rid of the clocks on it because they're a bit
bulky.
Yeah. So a nice sleek LCD set of clocks. And apart from that, I think it's just a general rebuild. We're thinking really, So strip it, rebuild the engine, service it, of course. So it'll be new oil, gaskets, seals, filters. We got to rebuild the carbs, maybe some parts there. But we're thinking, we should have quite a lot of budget. Maybe even get some bits resprayed if it looks like
if budget allows. Plus also we were saying as well, weren't we? We were saying about there is options to potentially sell parts as well. So we could either look at including that in the budget, or we could go above and beyond the budget depending on how much we sell stuff for, just keep reinvesting.
So if you're looking for a saddle, plastics or the clocks from
the clocks are really good, by the way. We were saying we want to replace them, but if someone else wants them, they're excellent.
So I think that's our plan really. It's a
bit of fun, isn't it? That's the plan really.
So from here on out really we're going to strip it down, pull everything off of it, and then we'll go from there. We'll see what it's done.
I haven't actually sat on it yet. I'm going to sit on it. Maiden. Oof, yeah, she's comfortable, definitely.
How does that compare to your Daytona?
Yeah, I don't know, it feels more sporty than my Daytona. Oh, and one thing I'm noticing that it has got the Daytona hasn't got, it's got a fuel gauge.
What?
It's got a fuel gauge. No way. 2009 Daytona, and that hasn't got a fuel gauge.
What? Fuel gauge? Alright Phil, how's she looking?
She's looking good. Oh,
look at that.
Look at that.
And everything. So what did we say? It's a 91. It's 91. Got a fuel filler kit. It's got a fuel gauge.
Yeah. 48,000 miles on the clock.
48,000. And she looks sharp for her age.
She's looking good.
Not much rust at all down there. I mean, the headers have been cleaned, I think. They're shiny.
Electrically, she seems good.
This is an old school bike. It's oil cooled, so there's a little radiator for oil. Oil's cooled through there. There's no water cooling. So there's no head gasket to burst. There's no water to get into the oil. It's got these massive fins on it, which helps cool
for cooling.
So there's less to go wrong, to be honest. Carved bike, so no injectors. This little belly pad's nice actually, I like that.
Yeah, I do. It's very sporty.
Yeah.
I quite like this.
What else do we have? Oh, it's a shame I'm going to cut that off.
Yeah.
H-Reg, yeah, nice. And yeah, the chain, we'll probably swap it out for something new and shiny, but I mean, it looks not bad. All in all,
very happy. Very happy. It's electronically sound anyway, so okay, all the indicators and everything work.
Great.
Oh, look at this. Look at this 90s electronics. Oof, I like that. Even the neutral light flashes when...
48,000 on the clock. Nice, 140 apparently. Miles an hour.
I'll let you do 140 on it. I'm not sure I want to.
Cool. All right, so I think we're gonna pop some leads on it.
Yeah.
And see if she starts. I'm gonna fire it up on the battery now. Listen to that.
It's a refined sound.
That sounds good, doesn't it? Yeah.
I don't know much about engines, but that sounds to me like a healthy engine.
Yeah, well, it started straight off the bat. It's not bad actually. Definitely a cafe racer vibe to it.
I'm kind of half tempted to ride it.
It's got the street if you want.
Should we try it?
Yeah, if you want.
Right, I shall see you in a moment.
Take it easy.
Hopefully.
Here he comes. How was she?
Surprisingly good. The clutch is way further out than I'm used to, but other than that, I think it was great. It's yeah, it's an experience. It's probably the best way to put it.
An experience, right?
But
so Phil just did our maiden ride.
yeah,
We didn't even add fuel. We just literally plugged the battery onto the other battery because it's flat. And it started first time.
started first time, rode first time. Gear changes smooth as anything.
Yeah, sounds good as well for an older bike. So
It does sound good.
It's got a kind of, it's got a bit of raspiness to it, like a.
Yeah, it's not too noisy, but it's kind of I don't know. It's kind of like quite a deep sound.
Yeah, which is quite cool.
But it's not too loud, which is good.
Yeah. Awesome. Right, so
yeah, wicked.
I think the plan today is we're gonna start stripping it down and just see what we find.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah. What did I do? I just took the side panel off the diversion. Sorry, the XJ. Look at the back of it. Information info. Yeah, read that. What does it say? It says certain components used in the construction of this vehicle contain asbestos. Asbestos may be found in the brake shoes, gaskets, clutch plates.
Heat insulators. Great.
There we go. So no grinding any of those components.
Yeah, let's not touch those.
We've taken the fuel tank off. We have disconnected all the fuel lines, the vacuum lines, stuff. So I'm just going to pull the carb off. Actually, the throttle cable's still attached, but it should come off all right. Maybe. There we go. Okay, that's the carb. Can you see there? Yep, there we go. That's it. There you go. That's the 4-cylinder carb.
And that's what's left.
Yeah, and this has been great. It's, what has it taken us? Like less than an hour?
Yeah, not long at all.
To get the whole back end off, fuel tank off, and the carbs out. So man's back.
Back with the goods.
I was just gonna go over what we've done today so far. We have taken the back end off, removed the fuel tank, the seat, and the carbs.
It's been a productive day.
It has, yeah. I mean, everything looks pretty good. The fuel tank's good, carbs looks good, and we're just debating how far to strip it. So really, because everything is in good running order, I mean, look at how shiny these are. I mean, the engine was running sweet when you took it out, so we're thinking of just leaving the engine in. We'll do the valve clearances. We'll clean and refurb the carbs, and we'll get them balanced. We'll drop oil, change the oil and oil filter, and then I think we were just gonna like polish up the casing and stuff.
Yeah.
We'll maybe take some of the casing off and
We're set on we're going to do the front end, aren't we? We're going to
Yeah, so I think clocks are going to come off. Light, although as much as I like this light, actually,
Yeah, I like the light.
I think we're going to take the light off, replace it with a modern LED one. We'll probably take the bars off and do some drop clip-ons for that cafe racer look.
Yeah.
And I think it's all cosmetic, really. Oh yeah, so the back end, what are we thinking?
So we're going to chop, aren't we, hopefully?
We're going to get the cafe racer seat. I think we look for a good seat, we line it up and see where it comes to.
Yeah.
And we'll just chop.
Yeah.
I think that's the end of day one, really.
Yeah.
We're going to measure up a few things, tidy up, and call it the end of the first episode.
Yeah. Excited to see what happens.
Yeah.
What comes.
Yeah, hope you've enjoyed our random chat.
Yeah.
Maybe get more interesting as we go, we'll see.
Hopefully. Hopefully.
Anyway, stay tuned for more cafe racer action.